spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Randall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to. A knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Randall. Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback
got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, to get...
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
When those two couldn't make the connection, it's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss as that quarterback was smart to get out of bounds.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he face third down.
And it's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell it. Defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Branch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback keeper. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback will keep it. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Georgia! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole. And this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Unloads quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
At the 35, he's loose. It's a running, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Klubnik. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, This offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Moving away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Touchdown, Clemson. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Branch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeps it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Fires to the big fella. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Georgia going up tempo. Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Catch in the middle, it's Randall. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Caught, close to the marker, it's Smith. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Caught over the middle, it's Smith.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They go to the ground. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game.
He's got it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stockton. finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before where you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
And there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ballgame to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He's going for it all. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. The 40. At the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today. Take care.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
A strike downfield. Pulled down for the tackle.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
Offense is stopped.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the next time.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throws to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Now the pitch. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to fire deep. Got it. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll go right back to the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Now, a 4th down.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.